Welcome to Sports News Today. Tonight, Paralympic torch heads to Paris via the Channel Tunnel at Folkestone, and Lando Norris wins the Dutch Grand Prix.
Just before we get started, there is breaking news coming in that Britain is being engulfed with a volcanic acidic cloud, as a health alert specifically for that has been issued.
The huge cloud of sulphur dioxide has spread across the UK from a volcanic eruption in Iceland, as Britons are warned about the health risks of inhaling it.
Weather maps show the corrosive and acidic gas cloud has moved towards Britain and can cause a deterioration in air quality.
Sulphur dioxide, or SO2, can cause respiratory problems such as bronchitis, and symptoms include a sore throat, coughing, a runny nose, burning eyes, tight lungs and difficulty breathing.
Volcanoes can produce high quantities of sulphur dioxide when they erupt, and in this case, the gas came from the eruption of a new fissure at the Sundnúrka volcano in Iceland on Thursday.
If you want to see the quick news about the Sundnúrka volcano, please check out Saturday's 60 Seconds. The build-up to the 2024 Summer Paralympic Games in Paris has seen the torch cross from England to France via the Channel Tunnel.
After being lit in Stoke Mandeville, south of Aylesbury, which is the birth of the Paralympic movement, the flame is currently making the journey to Paris to mark the start of the Games.
Today, the relay saw 24 British athletes travel through the tunnel from Folkestone, joined halfway by 24 French athletes to hand over the flame.
Oh, nice. This is 1994 all over again. On arriving on the French coastline in Calais, the flame splits into 12 separate ones that will journey across France.
Actually, Ben, that was 1990. Guildford Rowing Club's Helene Rainsford, along with Gregor Ewan, lit the Paralympic flame.
Miss Rainsford was the first ever Paralympic champion in para rowing when the sport made its debut at the Beijing 2008 Games, while Mr. Ewan is a three-time Paralympian in wheelchair curling.
Among other places, the Flames will visit Lyon, which will host 11 football matches during the Games, and Lorient, which is home to double Paralympic sailing gold medalist Damien Sigan.
The cauldron in Paris will be lit when all 12 flames return to the city on the 28th of August, followed by 11 days of competition.
McLaren's Lando Norris has fought back to take a dominant victory in the Dutch Grand Prix, despite losing the lead to Max Verstappen's Red Bull at the start.
Norris, for whom starts and first laps have been a weakness in recent races, was passed almost immediately when he had too much wheel spin off the line.
But such was the pace in his McLaren that he repassed Verstappen on lap 18 before the pit stops and romped away into the distance.
Charles Leclerc took the final podium position, belying his pre-race pessimism, fending off the McLaren of Oscar Piastri for the final 27 laps.
Verstappen appears to sense the way the race was going, even while he was still leading. The Dutchman, who has monopolised this event since its returns to the calendar in 2021, was complaining about a lack of grip from very early in the race.
His defence of the lead when Norris caught him was half-hearted, especially in the context of his normally ultra-robust defensive tactics, and the McLaren swept into the lead down the inside line at the first corner, Tarzan.
Once in front, Norris pulled away at about half a second a lap, and there was nothing Verstappen could do to prevent losing his home race for the first time since its return after a 36-year absence.
Norris was in total control once in front and crossed the line 22.8 seconds ahead of Verstappen for one of the most dominant wins of the season.
He rubbed it in his crushing form by setting the fastest lap on the final tour, taking it away from Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton by just 0.067 seconds.
And thank you for joining us on this slightly newly refreshed Sports News Today.
You can follow us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Tom and Ben News 4 UK, link provided in the descriptions box below, or you can use the Facebook app. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and please subscribe.